Before we conclude, it may be necessary to take notice of the vast difference there is between the raising money in a country by duties, taxes, or otherwise, and employing and laying out the money again in the same country, and raising the like sums of money by the like means and sending it away quite out of the country where it is raised. Where the former of these is the case, although the sums raised may be very great, yet that country may support itself under them, for as fast as the money is collected together, it is scattered abroad, to be used in commerce and every kind of business, and money is not scarcer by this means, but rather the contrary, as this continual circulation must have a tendency to prevent, in some degree, its being hoarded. But where the latter is pursued, the effect will be extremely different, for here, as fast as the money can be collected, 'tis immediately sent out of the country, never to return but by a tedious round of commerce, which at best must take up much time. Here all trade, and every kind of business depending on it, will grow dull, and must languish more and more until it comes to a final stop at last. If the money raised in Great Britain in the 3 last years of the late war, and which exceeded 40 millions sterling, had been sent out of the kingdom, would not this have nearly ruined the trade of the nation in 3 years only? Think, then, what must be the condition of these miserable colonies when all the money proposed to be raised in them by high duties on the importation of divers kinds of goods, by the post office, by stamp duties, and other taxes, is sent quite away, as fast as it can be collected, and this to be repeated continually and last forever? Is it possible for colonies under these circumstances to support themselves, to have any money, any trade, or other business, carried on in them? Certainly, it is not, nor is there at present, or ever was, any country under heaven that did, or possibly could, support itself under such burdens. We finally beg leave to assert that the first planters of these colonies were pious Christians, were faithful subjects who, with a fortitude and perseverance little known and less considered, settled these wild countries, by God's goodness and their own amazing labors, thereby added a most valuable dependence to the crown of Great Britain, were ever dutifully subservient to her interests, so taught their children that not one has been disaffected to this day, but all have honestly obeyed every royal command and cheerfully submitted to every constitutional law, have as little inclination as they have ability to throw off their dependency, have carefully avoided every offensive measure and every interdicted manufacture, have risked their lives as they have been ordered, and furnished their money when it has been called for, have never been troublesome or expensive to the mother country, have kept due order and supported a regular government, have maintained peace and practiced Christianity, and in all conditions, and in every relation, have demeaned themselves as loyal, as dutiful, and as faithful subjects ought, and that no kingdom or state hath, or ever had, colonies more quiet, more obedient, or more profitable than these have ever been. May the same divine goodness that guided the first planters, protected the settlements, inspired kings to be gracious, parliaments to be tender, ever preserve, ever support our present gracious King, give great wisdom to his ministers and much understanding to his parliaments, perpetuate the sovereignty of the British Constitution, and the final dependency and happiness of all the colonies.